Hello!
Hello!
Oh, and welcome back to some adventures of rock and roll.
We're all going to die. No, you're supposed to say no, you'll be fine.
I
No, he
have
wants
no
to
faith
go.
in you.
What? Oh no.
What do you mean? We have Captain Persuasive here. It's going to be fine.
It's true.
Yeah,
You're
you're just
very
persuasive.
persuasive.
Yeah. Yes, that's great.
Must be the kind face.
Yeah.
Such a friendly face you
I
have.
persuaded everybody to chill out last week.
It's that lovely glint in the horrible red LED eye. That's awesome.
That's the trick. That's what we're all missing.
Alright, let's get Isaac on it.
Oh, is
Oh.
Isaac not in?
I know.
Get Isaac in
There
there.
we go. And
There
I think
we
we'll
go.
probably do the same with John as well, actually.
Ew.
There we
Where are
go.
these voices coming from?
Excellent. Alright. Should we have a recap?
Yes.
Yeah. No.
No, let's not remind
all
ourselves
fine.
of that.
We're not dying.
Terrible.
Okay, so. Well, where do we start here?
Start the bit where we succeeded.
Yeah. Where we
Don't,
win.
don't think that happened all session.
We all walked out as heroes. I believe.
That's how it happened, right?
Well,
No.
maybe not.
Dang it.
But after chasing down the allure of the pawpaw fruit,
It's not that awful.
eventually making your way into a decent lead, you find yourself at the guzzling potion, no doubt. I got a few clues from Vivian, the proprietor, sent down past a fisherman's way, really. You made some friends, snapped a few lines, made some enemies, continued down the way, and eventually found some individuals that looked like those you were looking for. Immediately being frightened by the imposing Samani introducing themselves. You ended up in a fight that became a discussion, that became once more a fight, and things were not looking good. However, you managed to take down the leader, turning the tables a little bit, and definitely freaking the rest of them out. Enough to ditch the place that they were at. Unfortunately for you, another group had heard the ruckus caused. You were under stress after potentially learning of stealing a man's, well,
Why?
wife's soul
The dead
trapped
wife.
inside a soul crystal.
Oh dear.
As you do.
We're all going to Ark'ala's equivalent of hell. Pretty much.
These individuals declared themselves as hunting you down. Of course, only 3 of you know that because I believe 3 of you are unconscious.
We are indeed.
Remind ourselves who might that be.
I am on the floor unconscious.
Okay.
Jade is unconscious.
Yep. Out for the count.
But we don't have any decisions to make now because
That
it's
is
down
true.
to those 3. We're fine.
We can just lay back, chill
Yeah.
out. Nice
Yeah,
dreams.
literally lying down, just like,
And we are the best people to make those decisions.
Oh, absolutely.
As well.
yeah.
And eat the jammy biscuits.
Best part
Get
about no
the
speaking,
popcorn.
more munching.
Okay, well, with all of that caught back up, you find yourselves in a very darkened room. Cold stone walls, a rightened table, for once, since the fight started last. Except you find 3 individuals stood next to the door blocking the exit, the only exit. And another feet up on the table. This very muscular female half-orc, this very light pink skin, big Mohican all the way across their head, all in these crimson cloaks. You've been given a few bits of information. You gather that they are here to collect the soul that you have stolen. And potentially more. Sat back looking calm at the table. So, give us a reason why we should spare you.
I mean, we were going to give it back. In fairness, we didn't know where it was. I know where it was. And I said, we need to take this back. So...
Yeah, as noble as your actions are, I can't say it pays as well as what we're being paid.
So, how much would it take to keep our lives?
I don't know. How much are your lives worth?
We're pretty handy. I mean, we could do a job for you, as you can see, and I'll just point around at all the dead bodies and be like, we're not pushovers, and we managed to acquire this thing. I mean, again, accidentally, didn't know what it was, but we're pretty good at stuff. If that comes in handy.
Just looks around the room. This one points towards Rage. This is the description we were given. Obviously, we knew straight away. Aren't many that are identical.
Well, like description. If you're one of them people that says it's because he's a bit blue, I'm not having it.
Just looks at you with disdain. The pink skin radiating. No. However, I have heard stories. Just drags the body closer, the unconscious body closer with a foot, and just points towards this tattoo mark, this triple A with this line scarred through it.
I'll try and put my sword in between their foot and him. Not in like I'm not trying to stab him, but just sort of like a no sort of thing. Like you're not taking him. We're still negotiating. So.
I mean, it's not that I want them. I mean, it is a disgrace. I wouldn't want them. Not alive, anyway. Just take the head, if anything. But, I don't know. Anyone that aligns themselves with such a, what is the word? Well, massive fuck up. I wouldn't really trust them working or performing any jobs, especially after, stealing someone's wife's soul.
As I said, we were giving it back, in fairness. Like, we only just found that out. So,
What about the rest of the things you took?
I wasn't there. I don't. I presume someone else must have took that.
Make a why am I going blank here? Deception.
Where?
I'm so glad I didn't
Check.
keep the jacket.
Deception. So it's 14.
14. Yes, well, it clearly isn't in your knowledge of where those things are. So, back to bargaining for your lives.
I mean, as I said, we all got skill. We found our way here through just a pawpaw fruit. We found this gang or whatever they are. We're pretty good at doing stuff. I don't know what you're saying about him, but he's great in a fight. So you're just lucky that he's down. That's all I can say. Because he wouldn't have appreciated that.
Well, they wouldn't be alive much longer anyway, even if they did or not.
Life is precious.
Oh. Oh, my heart.
I do not know what to make of you.
I definitely say that he's a right weirdo, that's for sure.
I don't know, I was trying to smile like. We didn't know
Expression change?
that. No.
Also, don't call her a him, that's probably not going to win her over.
That'll do a number.
Yeah, you're certainly not convincing us. Anyway, I'm curious. Starts to stand up and go over to the body of what is left of the leader. Just turns him over and starts just like rifling through a few things. Do continue.
I mean, I don't know what else to say. We'll happily get thing back to you. And
Yes, I mean, we can start with that.
I think we'll start with not murdering us before I hand over anything.
I think
I
that's a
don't
secondary
think
thing.
that's yes.
That's the
I-
primary objective. It
I
doesn't
think-
matter whether they kill us or not.
At the moment, that is what we came for. Heads are a bonus. So,
Oh,
I think we should go to a more public place.
you just hear the door lock behind you.
Oh.
I'll just put my hand into what looks like a normal pocket inside my coat and pull out this 1 foot like chest that I've got in there. I'll be like, I mean, if it helps towards it, here you go then. I was giving it back.
Very ominous.
This is ominous.
Yeah, I thought we'd go with it.
No, I liked the happier music.
I'm good.
It made us more optimistic.
The stream doesn't come up, just you died.
One thing I just realised is we didn't have the name tags on again,
Ah.
Oh no.
which I've switched on.
Hey, we've got name tags
No
again.
one knows who we are.
It would help.
Yeah, so I'll hand the box over with the soul crystal in.
Right, you hand it on over and they just check inside the radiating crystal there. Just bags it. Flips the guy over and starts rifling through a few more things. Like checking out some of these like markings and like tattoos and such as well.
Can I try and wait rage up while he's doing that? So like if I take out my water skin, just pour a bit on him.
I mean, he is. He looks like he could probably do with a rest.
Arrest and some
He
medical
is.
attention.
He is like. He's unconscious, stabbed up to all hell, and definitely was bleeding out, but is no longer currently.
So you're saying water wouldn't quite cut it?
Probably not. If it had a hint of like a potion element to it.
What about whiskey?
Bolt upright.
Hey!
Full help.
What do you know?
If it's magic whiskey.
As you nudge me, you'll just hear a few snores. Like a little grumble.
Useful.
Well,
Well, I guess for a start, you can keep the spoils from the room. Well, at least from the bodies anyway. And,
okay. I mean, we can see how much they have on them, but will it come close?
well, that is another thing. I'm willing to give you 10 gold.
It's a start. Continuing to.
We saw these people right at the beginning. Were they chasing Gizmo?
No.
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 They were running the other way or something.
Yes. You actually also saw them briefly. Or I think you saw them briefly when you handed in the head
Yes.
to Gizmo Tink.
Oh, so they probably worked through.
You're not entirely sure, but you saw them close by. But that isn't who they've said they were hired by.
Can I whisper to Storm? That's a whisper in a robot voice.
That is interesting though. How do you whisper it? And we'll find out. Hit it down.
You should record them, and you should record this shakedown. We can take it to the authorities with parrots.
Okay, I'm going to take his advice then and try and activate it.
Okay. You get close enough that it seems to be like not audible to them. They don't realise anything.
So again, my hand will go back in my pocket and I'll try really slyly to just pull it a little bit out of the pocket and just have like the bit that listens sticking out.
Okay. Make a sleight of hand. Well, as long as you don't get a crit fail.
Did you just get a crit fail?
20, unnatural 20.
You don't realise that they currently the three guys at the door are just talking amongst themselves, keeping an eye out but not watching particularly, and this female half orc is just tearing this like things off this corpse.
So now that's doing that, I'll be like, So we gave you what you wanted. We've established we didn't take it on purpose. I mean, surely we can go, yeah? Job's done.
Well, I mean, we get a bonus for exacting revenge, so you tell me why we shouldn't. I mean, 10 gold and a few trinkets here and there aren't too bad, but hasn't particularly swayed me.
What is the name of the person we are negotiating with?
You want my name?
Yes,
Why didn't you just ask for it?
I just did.
Never understood your type, but it is Goen.
Is that like go when? Like Gowen? Or
It's whatever you want it to be to remember it.
I know I'm unconscious, but would that name ring a bell?
I mean, not whilst unconscious.
Just you're faking it. You're just like
I'm just eyes like.
you're not actually down.
So you've been paid for revenge then? For something that we didn't do purposely? That seems harsh.
I mean, you did steal Lord
I never
Danvers'
said we stole
things.
it. I said we've acquired it. And we realised what it was and we were going to take it back as someone's wife at the end of the day.
I don't care. I'm getting paid for this. Do you think I care? Do I look like I'd care about your story or getting paid?
Hopefully.
This is a woman after my own heart.
Unconscious but I'm alert.
How's about so you don't think we're up to much to be hired? What about to do something for free for you? If you've got a sticky favour he's doing that can't come back to you. On pain of death if we don't do it.
Okay. No, I like that. Let's see. Because this sort of like lifts up the back of this guy's torso and like shows you this marking which essentially looks like two opposing daggers that are sort of like bent off, and then the half sides of what seem to be Ark'ala positioned on either side of the bend. This seems to be, from what I can gather, a group called Dissonance. Now, by the number here, these are only, you see that it's just a 5 sort of like carved next to it. I'd say they are part of a larger organization. If they have some unfinished business around here, that might be of interest.
So find out their unfinished business, then report back, or stop them from doing it.
No, we will have a look and see if there is anything worthy, or I will kill you.
Alright.
Cool.
Can I counter deal that then? I mean, that's a great deal, and I'll take that deal, but we were all looking for work, to be fair, before this. So if we do a good job, maybe not only you don't kill us, you can hire us?
Yeah, I mean, definitely not. Especially if they're going to be involved, and points back to Rage on the floor.
Voted.
May I ask what the hatred is about that?
What hatred?
You
It's
seem
just
to
work.
certainly dislike it. Well, my friend Rage, anyway.
Oh. Well, they... As I said, they are a disgrace. And she walks on past. She's actually going to start exploring upstairs. With your natural passive perception, you'd notice that she has a similar, like triple A across her arm as well. Except from there is no line through it.
Is it she's your kind of woman?
Alright, a few minutes pass. Are you guys doing anything in this time?
While she's upstairs,
Hmm.
just checking on these guys, I suppose. We're
Okay.
still locked in, aren't we?
Yeah, they're keeping an eye on you.
I feel like we're still gonna have to bargain for our lives here.
Nah, I think we've done it. I think we just need to do a good job and then we're scot-free.
I really doubt that.
I mean, wow.
At least be prepared to give over some of your goals.
Best case scenario.
Living is better than death.
Best case scenario, we bargained for it and we got away with it. Worst case scenario, we all die. But
I'd rather not die. I'll willingly pay for myself to live if it means the rest of you.
noted.
But I'm not going down with you. We've been together for, what, 3 days?
I thought you two had been together a while.
Well, since the boat journey, and that took probably about a week or two.
Alright.
I'd happily fight for Dave or Jade. Just staring at him like,
Hash on us three.
We're his favourite.
Well, at least I don't go around trying to screw everyone over.
I ain't screwed no one over.
Well, saying that,
Trying to save everyone's life.
none of your lies, and you're certainly willing to take everyone down with you.
You just hear from upstairs. Yeah, I'm not finding anything.
What you looking for?
Anything of interest? Jobs? Planned work? Something, you know, that would keep you on their track for us.
Well, I see you meant to start now. We were waiting for the imminent threat to death to leave before we started. Yeah, I'll work better without that.
Well, you're not exactly in a position to request that, are you?
We
Oh, come on.
we could see the poor man.
He's a good source. We tracked it to Locksmith, if that helps. There's something to do with that.
I don't care.
Wow, I'm going to start looking for clues then.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Detective Storm.
Where are you looking and what are you doing?
No, we're good.
Nope.
Yeah, 6.
Apparently the imminent threat of death is too much for you.
It's just all the sweat in there.
Can I try and investigate for clues?
You can certainly give it a go.
Terminator vision.
Just
I believe
scanning.
you are the most intelligent out of everyone.
It's not hard.
You say the most intelligent.
It was a joke.
Oh, okay. I couldn't remember his stats.
Well, I think my intelligence before was all
Oh,
right, wasn't it, on the...
We fixed it,
yeah.
though.
What, investigation, is it?
Yes.
Yes.
9.
Oh, it's going well.
It's getting up there.
Super good.
You find many things interesting.
I'll bring each one to him.
No. It's in you like.
Every time. She's going to hate me.
Thankfully, you
Here
didn't
is one,
say
sir.
it as you're going. You're like, I will bring this to her.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you don't find anything like actually interesting. You particularly just find lots of things around you interesting. Yeah. You not able to collect much information around here.
Help us, Crom, you're our only hope.
Would I have seen Jade leave up top?
You definitely would have. Everyone saw that.
Would anything have been different on the way down?
Not that you'd have known.
All that rising tension of the music.
I'm gonna...
She sort of like pokes her head down through the trapdoor and just goes, "Well, it isn't looking good. It looks like someone's already cleared a few things out of here.
Good.
I'll give myself a once-over and,
I'll join you for this one. If not, I feel like I might know where it is. I'm gonna take a quick scan of the room. Is there a fireplace or anything anywhere?
in this room here, you don't notice a fireplace, no.
Okay.
It's almost like this whole stone building is almost like a storage space or a shelter, as opposed to an abode.
Right. Okay. In that case, I'll join in up top, trying to search for any potentially hidden areas
Okay.
and see what secrets they might have.
Okay. Make a perception check for me.
Perception. Not great, it's 12. It's better than everything else so far.
Yeah.
Better than 6 and 9.
Well,
What was that?
a 12.
A 12.
Gone up in multiples of 3.
Okay. Yeah, as you're traveling up those ladders, you hear a few whispers, but you can't quite make out from what these guys are saying guarding the door.
Yeah.
They're sort of like keeping an eye on you as you ascend and make your way up top. Roll an investigation check.
It's not great either.
Oh no.
It's an 8.
Oh.
Okay. You don't find much of any use up here. You do get the idea that things have definitely been moved recently, but you're not entirely sure by who or when.
Can I?
Maybe they were just using this as a burner place or something, I'm not sure. Either way, it looks like they were going to take it down soon.
Well, that doesn't look good
No.
for yourselves, does it?
There were some people who ran away. We could catch them.
You
They might
shouting this
have
up through the trapdoor.
Oh.
They're upstairs.
They're upstairs, yeah.
Oh, I did. Yes, I am.
Okay.
Head as a robot shaped.
Just like
Heard the
that.
whisper.
It's just like an amplifier.
Turns it into a ladder.
But I don't think that there's anything to be worried about on either of our ends. Other than, well, you know, us not finding anything and you dying and me getting paid.
Can I use my last throw at the dice, basically? And I'll let Grey Cloud out. And I'll be like, I'll calm everyone down. And be like, look, he's with me. He's with me.
Okay.
And I'll say to him, just in his head, because it's between the two of us, I'll be like, this is important, Grey Cloud. We need to find some evidence of where the people that lived here are going next. We might all die. Just do us a favour, lads, and go and find it. Because he can look in things and everywhere, so...
Okay. Alright. Alright.
All
Last,
resting on your grandson's soul.
I think he's like a familiar. He can go
Oh,
anywhere,
right,
so-
nice.
last ditch effort.
Yeah.
Does he have his own stats?
Well, not like we do, but
Oh, okay.
what's he rolling then?
It'll be an
So
investigation
that's
check.
an intelligence, isn't it?
Mm.
Okay, so that's a +0. That's a good start.
A straight roll.
Oh,
Nice.
7. You grained it.
I'll see you in hell.
Get out of here.
Alright, as he zooms around the room, up through the actual floorboards into the upper space, sort of freaks you out, Crom, as the kid soars out between your legs and startles you. The importance of this weighs heavily on his small shoulders.
How old is he?
10.
Comes back down through the floorboards and just comes up to you, whispers that he's not been able to find anything.
Alright, well, you did your best. Hopefully they'll be here tomorrow. I'll let him get it gone again.
That's some dark thoughts for a 10-year-old.
You tried your best, we're all gonna die
We're
now.
all gonna die, and it's because of you.
Okay.
Well, I don't know where the information's gone. Maybe those guys that ran away had it, but at the very least, I don't know, we could all provide a bit of gold towards. Like I said, I could hand 10, I don't know, maybe the rest 5.
You two are both upstairs at this point still.
Yeah. If she's gonna be hostile, I'm gonna be ready to dodge.
She doesn't look like she's going to be hostile. I don't think you grasp the deep pockets that this individual has hired us for.
Well,
This job, the bonus is, well, more than 5 gold each, let's put it that way.
well, I'll tell you what. We were doing a little side job for Gizmo. We'll tell them about what we did here. Like, because they were the guys that attacked them a couple of days ago. We'll likely get a payout, so we'll see what we get from that.
Yeah, I mean, there's...
And depending on the price, or the whole thing.
Starts to just usher you back to towards the trapdoor. Well, I think, given the circumstances and how it looks like we took care of the job and our affiliation with Gizmo Tink already, I think we have a pretty good grasp on this situation as well. Especially more so with the rest of you out of the way.
Yeah, it certainly looked like it was at least a joint operation, but I suppose that we can share. Well, at least most of our portion.
Well, I don't think so. Just directs you down the stairs.
Okay.
Well, the ladders. You...
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna insight that. What are their actual intentions here?
Make an insight check.
Natural 20.
Hey! Nice.
There you go.
Yeah, I know, right?
We see you all.
You can see this smile on her face that essentially just reads, now you've also told me that, I'm going to take that as well, in its entirety, as well as everything else.
Do we remember the shade going upstairs?
I think the majority of people saw it. I don't think I did. I was too busy trying to hit a guy locked in a chest. I think everyone else saw, pretty much.
I think I might have been busy like...
Yeah, you were just pretzeling everyone.
As you start making your way down these ladders, you get to the top and you can see her still at the top looking down. You hear this, like, at the door. Look at all the guys in, like, crimson. Just look at each other, really questioning. Looks to you as you hit the floor. Like, start muttering to themselves, and like one of them like creaks open the door. At which point the door slams open, knocking the two of them into the other, almost hitting you because you're in that way. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
What else did we steal?
Enough.
What else have we messed up?
That is
Maybe it's Oliver.
A 23, alright. You deftly just leap out of the way as two of them just collide with the other, slamming one of them into the wall. This almost like ridiculously thick mist just enters the entire place. And you can barely see anything right now. You just hear this voice as footsteps like just enter on in, and come on, we've got to go. Follow.
Did we recognise the voice at all?
You have no idea.
I'm gonna follow it though, so I'll try and grab you and try and get everyone.
Cow. Turn around for people.
Alright.
Trying to get there.
You sort of feel this presence like brush past those of you who can actually feel it and are conscious.
I have blind sense, so I'd have a good idea of what they are.
Oh. You get the idea that this individual is a humanoid at the very least. You're not entirely sure on what, obviously, but as this and like just clouding mist enters on into the room and this presence brushes past you, you feel a mixture of emotions, but the immediate sense to follow this individual, and you can just hear them like muttering to themselves as, I'm quite sure that there's something around here. There usually is when the sea mist comes in. So it's oh yes, it's here. Just over here. I want you guys to just make an roll initiative.
Oh.
Oh God.
Because it's going to be against these.
Oh, no, it's not.
It's a
Oh
roll.
no! What is wrong with my dice?
Put it in your jail.
Get it in the jail.
It's not technically low enough for the jail.
How low is it though?
Roll a 9, but it's an 11 initiative.
Okay.
Not too bad.
17.
17.
Oh, nice.
Unnatural 20.
Nice.
Ooh. It's just me with my ability to still see stumbling around anyway.
Okay.
Because you're trying to lift me up. That's the reason you're like,
Yeah, you.
"Fucking hell."
Did you shout out for everyone to grab the others?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just going to grab Dave around.
Okay.
Don't get me right.
I think he said he was searching for you. Just run off.
And I've got all this.
Okay, alright. As all of this happens in a split second, and you feel this person travel through the entirety of this hideout, you get the idea that they've moved to the very back of the room, and as you're grabbing hold of anyone that you can, you just hear the like other guards, these hired soldiers start to like right themselves up, and you hear like the heavy clonk as this heavy female with immense muscle just collides into the ground, splintering some of the floorboard beneath her, and just yells out, "Do not let them get away!" I need you to make strength checks.
Do I get my plus on that with my sword?
Are you wielding it? I believe you are, actually.
Yeah. Because
So,
I've
yeah.
been threatened. So.
Yeah. It was in your hand, so yeah.
Strength checks.
14.
Okay.
Just dragging Bud.
Unnatural 20.
Nice.
Okay. Okay. Alright, you're struggling a little bit right now. Two of you watch as this slight blue light starts to emanate from the back of the room, almost like in a glow, like an arcane glow. It seems obscured through the actual mist itself, but you can definitely see this. You're up first, I believe, with
Right.
your initiative.
Yep. Did I manage to get Jade?
Yes. You can definitely, like, you know where she. You knew where she was. It was more of a matter of finding her and then trying to carry.
Right. I'll then be walking out to safety.
Okay. Where are you walking to?
Outside.
Where's outside?
Through the door.
Okay.
It was busted open.
All right. Make a.
Help me! Somebody help me!
He's not going to come
Because
back.
you can't see
No,
the
I said
door.
I grabbed
Because
it.
you can't see the door right now.
Yeah, I'm asking somebody else to help me.
Because you can't see the door right now. So I want you to.
Just be like,
I don't even know what it's gonna be.
Just turn your lights on in your eyes.
Fuck lights.
fuck lights.
I'm actually just going to have you roll a history check, just to recall the actual layout of the room as you've been whisking around it.
I feel like, I mean, we were doing a lot of investigating. I mean, I know all.
Yeah, you
the
were spinning
crap.
around constantly.
Right, history.
Your body wasn't even turning, it was just your head moving.
Oh no.
9.
Okay. You start moving in a direction, and you think it's the way out. You're going away from this arcane light at the back of the room, and you just end up colliding with this wall. It is just mist as far as you can see.
Okay.
You've used half your movement at this point.
Before the mist came in,
Yes.
was any of us near the door?
No. You were actually away from the door because they were guarding it.
Okay.
The closest one would have been Crom, who dived out of the way and is now in the middle of the room.
You want to use the wall and start going around the outside, like follow the wall, make it to the door eventually.
Okay.
In which direction?
Left.
Always
Oh,
left.
always go
Always
left.
Worked out for so many times.
Each will roll.
Okay.
Always go left.
When the
Worked
whole
out
around.
In the last
Pardon me,
campaign.
We just have to go right.
Alright. As you start making your way around, you have absolutely no idea where anything is right now. And you're not even looking for anything in particular. You're just holding the wall blindly, just moving your way around the wall. You do not find the door. But, I mean, you can't see anything, so hopefully they can't see you.
I'm on my way out.
Alright, who rolled the 17 again?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I'm not moving very far. So it's going to be continuing trying to get Dara out, and the only thing I can really see is that light. So I was trying to start moving towards that.
Okay.
Think of that. That's why I was going, someone else help me. As you're dragging me towards the door.
Don't worry, we're safe.
You're
Away
crawling
from
towards the guards.
If it turns out there's an explosion, then
Alright, as you grab hold of Dara, and you're struggling to move her right now. You feel weakened, and you're pretty winded from having to launch yourself so violently out of the way of that door slamming into the guards, into these soldiers. And as you get your way towards this blue light, you just feel like the connection of this individual. It feels like they've got like a few bits of metallic gear strapped around this fleshy arm as it sort of touches your back and starts to push you forwards. And you just hear, come on now, we haven't got all day.
trying my best here.
Alright, which brings us to yourself.
Alright. You were fairly close to me to start with. So using my blind sense, well, I have noticed him probably going the wrong way.
It depends if you want to say it's the wrong way or not.
Well, I was thinking I could use some of my movement to drag you towards him, and then grab him as well, and start walking towards the light.
No, that sounds very ominous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Walking
towards the
towards
light.
the light.
Not you, Grey Cloud.
I'll say, I mean, with your blind sense, you're able to sense where everyone in the room is right now, regardless. What is that from, out of curiosity? Is that a racial trait?
Calling options.
Oh, class trait. Cool. Alright, so, yeah, as you, sensing the souls around you, you can definitely feel the Samani colliding with the wall and making their way around very slowly, ironically moving in the right direction because they chose left.
Oh, well, I'll leave him then. If he's going the right way.
But seems to will have to evade the table as well as other things along the way.
Right.
And you can feel sort of like that presence.
I'll try and guide him.
Alright.
Will I know that it's him?
That is entirely up to you.
It's me.
just grabs hold of you. Grabs hold of you. You feel a tug, and you sort of like lash out back as he answers your question for you. All right. So as you're dragging everyone towards this light at this the back of the room. They're going to... they have no idea what is going on. All that they can see
Join the club.
is this light. Okay. Alright. One of them is still incapacitated, sort of like half squished by the other guards right now that are lying on top as they use half their movement speed to stand up, and the you can hear and feel this half orc bounding towards you, this like scraping of wood along the ground. Gonna take a blind swing at the person at the back, which is gonna be you dragged along.
Cool.
Of course it will have disadvantage, and that.
Behind my back.
So I'm gonna get the
It's like a
hit.
cloak.
Yelling out, you can hear this scraping along the ground, this as this giant weapon is being dragged along. You aren't going to get away that easily. I don't know what friends you have, but... And you just hear this clunk. As everything just seems to stop. Silence. And you just hear... Oh, for fuck's sake, what is happening? And you just hear this struggling of this weapon that is clearly splintering wood and stuck in the ground right now.
Awesome.
That is a crit fail. Alright, so the rest of them start to make their way towards, but not wanting to collide into this leader of theirs. Hearing them struggling as well. I'm guessing you guys make your way towards this light.
Yeah.
Okay, half guided in, you feel this push on your back as the rest of you start to enter on in, as one by one, you feel this pull, almost like a, as though gravity shifts, and you feel yourself being thrust through, as though you can almost not stop it at all. You land on the ground, all of you. A few of you dragging individuals behind you. You look around you. You're in this strangely dimly lit, stone-floored, stone-walled room. Seems to have a couple of doors attached to it that you can see. There's a flash of like this splintering, almost like a mirror cracking behind you. As you watch this individual with this mist and fog like pouring through, enter on out. This individual looks like a simple human male. Sort of like this very short brown hair, these blue eyes. Dressed in a mixture of things. You can see these definite or definitive commoner's attire, yet you can see on them a few metal trinkets, a few strange contraptions strapped to like their arms and legs. As this cracking ceases behind them, this little flash of blue. There's a few strange contraptions in this area, a few tables, chairs, a few almost like vials and potion bottles of some type laid out on these tables. So stands up straight. Whew. Well, that was cutting it close, wasn't it?
I'm gonna be very confused, looking at me like, yeah. Who the hell are you?
Do they have any like symbols reflecting it?
No, not what you can see on them. No symbols at all. Oh, well, I mean, of course you wouldn't know. I try to keep myself to myself, but I do have a few people that I do know of, and I have seen you around. I mean, you can just, I'm Simp.
Simp.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
And yourselves. I know what you've been getting up to, but I don't quite know who you all are.
I'm Storm. Thanks for saving my life. This is my mate Rage. Saved his life too. He's unconscious.
I can see that. We probably just need some rest, no doubt.
May I just ask, why did you help us?
Well, funny story actually. I actually wanted the help of the other group. But they refused, and I followed them. I wanted to see what they were up to, and I sort of, well, I stumbled across yourselves, and I remember you doing a thing or two at that, the explosion at the port.
Right.
We were there.
Yes, yeah. Blew a guy's leg off. That's quite impressive.
Right. Yes. I suppose I did.
Yes, well, I thought, given the circumstances and everything, if I saved yourselves that appeared in a little bit of a predicament, well, you might, do a favour or such.
Sounds fair. I mean, we might need to wait for everyone to wake up, just to double check.
Yes, of course. Well, I mean, if this place is quite safe, I don't want you saying anything in this room. I'll take this is my laboratory, so I'd rather you not, if you know what I mean.
All right.
Excellent. Well, I've got a room, but I wasn't expecting so many people, if you know what. You can have a floor.
You say it's a laboratory. You got any of them the potion thingamabobs to help you know, these people not die, maybe.
I not exactly.
I'm going to be looking at the potions that you described at the back of the room while he's like, no, we don't.
Make an investigation check.
Oh, I'm good at them.
Yeah, very good.
Oh, actually,
Hey!
I know it's +0. 16.
16. Okay. You get a very strange feeling about his work. You're not, and it's not a sinister feeling by any means. It just seems to be very lackluster, whatever this is. You're not entirely sure on what anything is at all. And there definitely doesn't seem to be any hints of medicine around here. From everything that you can see in here, it seems to almost be an obsession with physics.
Right.
You can see chemical products. You have no idea what they are. And you can see these like little vials and bottles that you're not entirely sure what they are. But you've seen similar things explode as opposed to rejuvenate.
Noticing that, and I'll be like, we'll just have a rest.
Are you sure? I don't pride myself on medicine, but I could try it.
They've already nearly died. We'll have a rest. They'll be all right. They're breathing.
I completely understand. Well, let me show you to. I've got a room that'll house you, but obviously I don't have. I have a floor. That's what I'm saying. It'll keep you safe for now.
Do.
Dungeon or something.
I'll get Grey Clade out as well.
Okay.
While we're here, I'll be like, we're alive. You did great. I'm sorry to have scared you. We're safe.
As soon as he sees Grey Cloud, he rushes on over and just says, "Oh my God, this is fascinating. What is the affiliation?
Oh, this is Grey Clade. He's my grandson. Grey Clade, this is Simp.
Grey Cloud? Well, it is lovely to meet you. I've never actually met anyone. Can he not speak back?
No, but he can talk to me and I'll tell you what he says. He says hello, by the way.
Hello. I have so many questions. So, I mean, clearly you're a lost soul right now. How long have you been like this?
Are you sure? Says he's tired. Says he'll talk to you tomorrow.
Oh, well, I mean, that's a shame, but...
Says he thought we were all dying.
I mean, you were. Yes, you were. Okay. Starts guiding you through through one of these doors, and you come along into this corridor. A few sconces line the walls. You haven't seen a window in this place.
Ominous.
But yeah, as he sort of like guides you into this moderately large room. There's like a few tables and chairs inside. Not much else. Like a few materials lying around. Almost look like it's like a bit of a storage room. Well, I hope this will do for you. I mean, it'll definitely keep you safe for now. I can't imagine anyone. Well, definitely them finding you.
Appreciate it.
Hopefully they're the only ones looking for you.
Yeah.
That would be ideal.
Well, I'll get back to work and leave you to get rested up, I suppose.
I'll place you on the floor near me, sit at the chair and just get my flask out and start having a drink. Like,
Just sort of like leaves the door slightly ajar, but closes it too. You just hear his footsteps trail down the corridor.
Just close it and lock it.
yeah.
Nobody else is looking for you.
You
And
are
they
my
won't find you
defense
here.
now. You will be happy here.
That was intense.
Don't say.
Do you drink?
Yes.
There's my flask. Not all of it.
Does alcohol affect him?
Find out.
Certainly can't taste it.
Can't
We know
taste
that
it.
much.
I don't know that much.
You can't taste it. It certainly feels it.
Okay, so what are you doing?
What time? Day is it?
Well, I believe you ventured out in the morning of the day of this day,
All day.
and yeah, you spent
You're fighting for hours.
you spent a few hours tracking down. So you're looking around midday right now.
I'll be doing some yoga.
What?
Sorry.
Some
Get some stretches on.
some robot yoga
Downward dog.
Stretch out the legs after he's been locking everyone up.
to put my mind at ease after you killed everybody I tried to save. Bit of meditation.
Are robots flexible?
Oh, this one
Sure,
just
I
yoga
found
all the
that.
time.
Did you see
Like
how
a
he was
pra-
grappling people with his
That's
legs?
I don't think Jane saw that. I think it was upstairs.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna be like polishing my gun.
Okay,
Make sure everything's
that's
in
not a
check.
euphemism,
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Get another room.
Polish my gun. Is that what the kids are calling it now these days? Polish
All
my
right,
gun.
so I'm guessing you guys are essentially just resting up.
Hella unconscious.
Yeah.
Short resting it up,
Yeah.
hopefully.
Short
Yeah,
rest,
I mean,
see
you can-
if they get up. If not, just keep going as for the time being.
Yeah. After a short rest, you can roll your hit die.
Oh, really?
Oh, I don't know what that means. I've never been in this predicament, but I have to do.
What, you've
Done
never
a short
taken a
rest
short
before?
rest
Yeah,
before?
just take a short rest.
Just click short rest.
Oh, yeah, I might have.
Yeah, it tells you like
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember now.
It's been a while.
You've never gone to short rest from
You've
being
never-
down.
We've never short rested in our life.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Every
guys.
20 minutes,
It's
just
been a
like, can we short rest, please?
Alright, well, I think that would be actually a good point. We are like 15 minutes early, but probably a good point to do our break here,
Mhm.
whilst everyone's calculating figures.
Yes.
So, after that intensity, we will have a 15-minute break, and hopefully you can rejoin us then. So, let's go.
See you in a
We'll see you
bit.
soon.
In a bit.
Bye bye. Welcome back. Okay. After being introduced to Simp and his laboratory, you took a little bit of a short rest, maintained or gained a little bit of health back, and are currently all conscious now, which is better than you were before with his help. So, over to you.
I will be sharing my whiskey with you because I presume you've got a sore head.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And a sore back and sore arms. Like, fuck. So what happened? I sort of blacked out as soon as it all started going wrong.
Well, I mean, I killed him.
Nice.
There's some other people come in and they didn't like you.
Well, that's pretty common.
That's what I thought. But they were going to kill us, and then Simp in the other room, he saved us.
Who's Simp?
Fella in the other room.
Oh.
And he is who?
Simp.
Okay, you keep saying this word, simp. What does that mean?
That's his name.
That's his name, Simp? Oh, what an unfortunate name. What were his parents thinking?
That's pretty common name by the harbours, that.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never heard of this Simp, I don't think. Have I? Have I ever heard of somebody called Simp?
I wouldn't say you would
This
have.
person.
Specifically this person. I
No.
wouldn't say you would have, no.
So, are we still all gung-ho to give back the stolen wife?
Done it.
That's already been done.
That was quick.
Well, you see, the people that came in after and then didn't really like us were looking for it.
Ah. Maybe we should have given it back first. That probably would have been a better idea.
I think we might have been executed on the spot.
Oh.
Well, good old Simp there saved us from then. Maybe he would have saved us then also.
So, what happened with the orc lady? You know, the angry. You mentioned there was.
Oh, I'll,
Angry orc lady?
Yeah, you know the one
Yeah,
that we've seen
the one
around
with
the
the massive
city
mannequin.
as we're going around.
she was one trying to kill you. We give her his wife back. I convinced her we didn't steal anything else, which is good. But then she wanted to kill us for more money. So we were trying to get at that, and then Simp saved the day.
Sounds like my kind of woman.
While all
Yeah,
this is going on,
about
I'll be playing a little, well, I suppose this tune
Mm.
on my whistle, and those that were unconscious can regain another 1d6 onto the
Oh,
HP
thank you.
if you're unconscious from my song of
Absolutely,
rest.
I'll definitely have those. Thank you kindly.
And mine was rubbish.
So was mine. I rolled a 2.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
entirely sure if
one.
it's just the people that are
It
unconscious.
says, hang on.
No, I
it
think it's
says
anyone
those-
taking a short rest, isn't it?
It says those that needed to use hit dice.
Yeah, that's everyone.
So we all get
You
that.
all
Because
did.
this is like
You all,
temporary hit
oh, so
points.
everyone
Well,
knows
They're
it, sorry.
temporary.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
Temporary hit point.
Didn't it not? Are they temporary? It doesn't say they're temporary.
I don't think it's temporary now.
Oh,
Then we
well,
just-
that's not all,
It's
mate.
just an extra d6 hit
Okay.
die.
Okay, if you've already got full health, yeah, it's not
Yeah.
temporary.
Okay.
If you'd have said that before
Gosh
I rolled
darn.
all the
Yeah.
short rest hit die.
Grey Cloud will be dancing around you. What's he doing next?
How's it dancing to this?
Like, proper rave.
Alright.
To this
To this calming
whistle
thing.
music.
Yeah.
Kids dance weird.
He's going slide to the left. Criss cross.
It's all the endorphins from We're Not Dead.
Would I recognise the description of this person? Tall, muscly orc lady. with a
Oh,
beak.
right. The orc. Half orc, even.
Mhm.
I'm not sure if you noticed.
Oh, I didn't notice it. I mean just from what these guys were saying.
Oh, right, in general. Roll a history check.
Well, we've got it on tape. We could play the voice.
16.
16.
Oh no, sorry, 15. I've got a negative.
50. Okay. You're not entirely sold on the idea, but you recall something of some description. It feels familiar.
Okay.
They feel familiar, but you're not entirely sure if you can remember everything.
Okay.
I mean, she definitely worked for AAA. It's the fact that you have that tattoo, which we need to change, by the way.
Well, it's kind of, I put a line through it for that reason.
We need to get rid of it or make it say something else.
Well, it certainly seems to be quite recognisable to them.
Oh yes, what is this AAA? I mean, obviously you're not affiliated with it anymore. Is that right?
Yeah, you can say that. We had a misunderstanding,
Uh-huh.
more or less. But yeah,
They certainly called you a disgrace.
oh, fuck 'em. They're a bunch of stuck-up nobodies. It's the Outlandian Adventuring Association.
Nice.
They were quite big in my hometown, and yeah, we had a falling out.
Oh no.
I worked for him briefly.
Yeah, you need to get out of that.
Oh, is that how you two?
Well, yeah.
Is that how you two met?
And they're also here.
No, we met on the boat.
Oh, but you worked for his organization.
Big organisation.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I actually had a little group for a while.
Was they like your family?
Yeah, not really. They were some cool people. Spent a lot of time with them. Went on some cool quests, some cool missions. Unfortunately, this misunderstanding happened and we all had to split ways. But it'd be cool to see some of them again. Some of them can go fuck themselves.
Oh.
But the rest, really cool guys.
You always have a few bad people in the groups, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's.
I mean,
there's
I'm not
always
saying
those.
anyone in this group is bad, you know. No.
Talking about
You're
people,
lucky.
one of us said he'd happily pay cash to get his own life saved.
What?
Well,
Even if
you
the
were
rest of us
saying,
didn't.
if you don't find enough, we'll happily die.
I mean, that I don't see a problem with that.
I mean, I don't want to die. I
I'm not
almost.
I didn't want to
I
die.
prefer to
They're
live.
not taking my gold.
I was meaning,
Actually,
well,
I think
I'm
you'll
not
find
leaving without him.
they'll take whatever they want if he was dead.
That's true.
They sat back up. Can't keep me down long.
But if he was dead?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I'll find my way.
I mean, to be fair, little grey cloud here, he seems dead, but he seems to be active.
You don't like that word.
Well, active?
No, the D word.
Oh, the D word. I'm sorry. I'll just talk into your belly and be like, I'm sorry,
He's
grey
dancing.
cloud. Oh, he's over there. Right behind me. I'm still
He's
just
dancing
talking.
Raven over there.
I'll still be speaking to your belly because that's happening behind me, and I'm like,
He's behind you if you want to apologise.
oh, Grey Cloud, I am so sorry for the misunderstanding. I didn't realize you didn't like the D word. What word do you prefer, little Grey Cloud?
Just great cloud.
Grey Cloud? That's magnifique, yes.
This woman, she didn't mention Vosithan virtue, did she?
Not that I remember.
Hold on. And I'll press play on the parrot if you want to go ahead.
And repeat all of it.
A one-way conversation.
Yeah.
Does it repeat like the whole thing?
Yeah,
Or is it
obviously it
only
has
like a certain amount of time period?
Just be like 10
Does it
seconds.
just keep going again?
With
Depends when you let go.
with this device, it seems to be able to, like, it gets up to a point where she's talking, and then after about 30 seconds, it just like, and then just restarts.
Did we get anything like incriminating?
I mean, you got a bit of them threatening you and her name.
Would I recognise the name?
Again, roll a history check.
I'm so good at those. That's a 6. Well, actually, it's a 5 because I'm negative.
Would I recognise it from being around the city?
You'd recognize, like, after, I mean, you've seen them a couple of times. You wouldn't know them very well before, but you might have seen them around.
Okay.
You're not entirely sure. As you recall this moment in your past where you feel like you might have crossed paths at some point, the name just throws you completely off, and you're like, I swear it was, but maybe not. But it's still like there.
Well, should be one of those who's really into the AA's philosophies. Sorry, the AAA's philosophies. But kind of saw it differently.
are the AAA's philosophies?
Do good, be good, be like an upstanding citizen for
Oh
people to
wow!
see.
And you were part of that group?
Yeah,
No.
it was a bad decision. Yeah,
I
I thought,
cannot see
hey,
you being
this
part
is
of
going to
it.
be good. It'll help to advance where I want to get. And then they met Mara, and things kind of went south.
Oh, so you wanted to be an upstanding citizen at first, and then Mara came around?
I wanted gold and I wanted fame.
Sounds similar to what they are.
And yeah, it seemed like the best way to do it at the time.
Yeah.
She
could
did
see
not seem to have those ethics.
No.
No, you see, there's a lot of people who sign up similar to myself. You get a whole bunch of people, but we all have the end goal, and that is rich, fame, and, well, sounds like it's a bit to me, fighting.
Yes, she was like you. Kill, kill, kill.
Well, as I said, woman after my own heart. She sounds really familiar, but the name just doesn't ring a bell.
Would Maro? No, I mean I know you are the same person, but Maro might.
Okay, 1 second. So looking off into the distance. No, he's just laughing his ass off. Apparently,
Oh.
killed someone in a box.
E-
Yeah, apparently one of those dudes. You actually locked them in a box, and he was laughing because he was like, "Oh, this is going to be easy." And then he just cut the guy in
Sorry,
two.
you locked somebody in a box?
I was saving him.
Well, Mara did not see it that way.
You were very helpful in murdering a few people.
Yeah, you locked up
That's
3 of them.
Bit of oil.
Oh, it is okay, Doctor. You'll be fine. You tried your best. Don't worry.
You should not kill.
Well, I didn't start it. They let off that lightning bolt, and then I smashed some guy's face. Well, we smashed some guy's face in with an axe.
You killed someone crawling to safety.
Yeah, Mara said they were asking for it. I'm probably going to agree with Mara on this one.
I don't think they did. I think they said, please don't kill me.
Yeah, please and thank yous don't really work with Mara. Once he's ready, rage. These things happen. Anyway, fuck that guy.
He needs to do some yoga.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell him I'm not going to tell you what he's saying to me right now, or what you can do with said yoga, but it's fine.
I mean, if somebody's attacking you, like his friends, they were, really trying to kill us. You kind of have to defend yourself. I mean, sometimes you don't know who is on your side, and yes, he might have been crawling away, but at the same time, he did a lot of damage.
Maro,
I stopped 3 people. No kill.
Maro says you smashed yourself in the face with a table. What happened there?
What?
I was trying to kill the main guy. I mean, I did, but first I hit a table.
With your face?
Are you okay?
I am now.
That's good. Well, I did disappear for a little bit during all the fighting and stuff because I wasn't very useful. I was getting down. I mean, you saw I was unconscious. Thank you for whoever picked me up, by the way. That's very lovely of you.
Thanks whoever picked me up as well.
Yes. Could have just left us to die in that room. But I did find some things. So, there were a whole bunch of documents. I don't know what they are. I'm just going to start bringing them out, I guess.
Okay.
And this weird amethyst kind of gem. It's a little worn and faded, but it's a bit jaded.
I'm going to start reading through the document.
Now, are we sure
Hey,
that
hey,
this...
hey. I'll start getting... no, I found these.
Are we sure that isn't also someone's wife?
Can I have a look?
Alright, that not me.
I just want to make sure, because after what happened last time...
I'm with you. I'm right with you there.
I mean, you can immediately tell that this is not a soul crystal.
Okay.
I mean, might be a soul crystal.
It doesn't look the same as that man's wife, So, I mean, we could go through all these documents. There was a little bit of coin as well that I managed to get, so we could split that across the group. I mean, you can thank me, I did go and find all these these things, I'm just saying.
Annoying as it is, because I did go unconscious, you should give my share to him. He saved my ass.
I don't think so. I think we proved to be a bit of group in that fight, most of us.
Speak for yourself, table slammer.
So I think it's
In
about
any
time we
case-
started sharing things.
Well, that is why I am sharing these documents with you. I could have kept these for myself. You know.
When I said that, I'm going to be like to you, and I'll be like, most things.
Give me a little nod, passing back the whiskey.
Okay, so
Just gonna be reading, I guess, going through.
yeah,
documents.
as you go through these documents,
Yes.
there's a few basic things that you're really not interested in at all.
Cool.
Some itinerary,
Or
some orders and such, of like things to pick up, and a few jobs that already look like they've been sort of like crossed off. A lot of them seem to be, as you're sort of like reading through them, it's like 20 to 50 gold here and there, where it's either creating an opportunity or a distraction in this certain area. That's literally everything that's given. You don't know exactly what it's for, but you have an idea of how the city can operate. So it's probably for something bigger that they're not privy to. One of the things that really stands out to you as you're reading through is this particular document that seems to be unfinished. It seems to be dated within 2 days from now. Seems like a meeting has been set up at dusk at a place called Francel Brass.
Francel Brass.
Francel Brass.
Does that place ring a bell to me? Have I ever been there?
Make a history check.
Oh, that's no. I mean, I've rolled a 5. I can find out my plus, but I doubt it's going to give me that much.
Well, if it gives you +5,
I mean,
it
okay.
might be worth it.
No, it's a +2.
That's not
So
worth it. You've never heard of this place, but you know that Brass is often the name of many taverns.
Okay. Does it say what the meeting was for? Or
It just says a new job opportunity, and it actually states 500 gold pieces
ooh,
plus.
sweet. Doesn't say who they're meeting.
Doesn't say who they're meeting.
Gosh darn it. Stupid disorganization. Okay. And then there's just the amethyst. Can I
There's
tell
the-
how much that amethyst might be, or what it would be used for as a tansec?
I mean, a gem's a gem. At the end of the day, you can use it for anything.
Okay.
It's not massively sizable.
Okay. Like, just a little itty bitty.
Roll a nature check.
Okay. Come on, just... Ooh. 19.
19. Okay. It is a small amethyst, unpolished. You reckon polished and cut a bit more finely, you might be able to get 20 to 50 gold pieces for it.
Okay.
But it'd have to have some serious work done to it.
Yeah.
Now that job sounds interesting. However, I would really like to know more about this orc lady. She sounds really familiar.
She seems like someone we're going to have to sort out at some point.
But she threatened to chop our heads off. I'd like to chop her head off.
I think we need to find out what Simp saved us up for first, though. He said he had a job for us.
Oh, Okay.
Yeah.
Has he said about payment?
Not so much, but apparently the other group he saved us from turned him down, so I don't know what he's got up his sleeve.
Hopefully it's something to do with 500 gold.
Mm.
I mean, yes, hoping. Does anyone know? I mean, you might have been in the city before. Do you know the Francil Brass? Anyone?
Do I know it?
Roll a history check. Out of everyone, you're probably one of the most likely.
That's a crit fail.
But the dice are not with you.
Into jail you go.
Is that in the city?
I mean, there's a lot of taverns with the brass kind of name.
Maybe we could ask Simp. He might know.
Maybe.
Maybe
Is
we
Simp
should
friendly?
keep it ourselves.
So Simp is friendly, yes?
As far as we can tell.
He's got some funny stuff in that other room with him, a laboratory.
Well, if not, there's 6 of us.
Laboratory?
Mm-hmm.
We could probably take him.
And he's a bit full on with Grey Cloud. Grey Cloud's not a fan.
I mean, to be fair, Grey Cloud is very unique, you know? For me, anyway.
Yeah. Still just a kid though. Don't like the million questions.
That's fair.
Probably
I
don't
mean,
know how to
children.
answer them either.
Children are known for asking question after question after question. You know, they should expect the same to them.
Well, he doesn't.
Well, of course, they're not going to expect it. They have so many questions, and yet they don't have many answers.
Grey Cloud does not ask many questions.
No, Grey Cloud is a very well-behaved little child.
He's going to stop dancing and just be watching everyone because you're all talking about him.
I'll wave at him and I'm like, hey buddy, do you smash some heads in the fight? Like, yeah!
Yeah.
Although I suppose without asking the questions, how would they know the answers in the future to answer the next generation children's questions?
Grow up, don't they?
Yes, but people must answer the questions for them to be able to, you know.
Well, it's either
Just
that
so-
or they find out on their own.
Well, they just sort of run about being kids. When I was a kid, I didn't have much in questions of what everything was. I was given a path, and that's what I followed. Well, more Marrow pushing me that way, but that's the way it
Yes,
went.
I imagine some people are brought up differently to others.
He will not grow up.
Oh.
I'll say quietly.
It's alright, Grey Cloud. He didn't. Oh, alright.
Oh, you hurt
Then he's
his
gone.
feelings. And you say you're a good Samani.
I just walk up behind him and go like,
Oh,
yeah, tink.
poor little Grey Cloud.
Seriously, need to work on your words.
I have a note that said that I found a wooden box from the desk. Did that just have more documents inside it or something? Or...
I believe that was what contained the amethyst.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine. How much coin was there then that I got so I can split it?
There's 17 gold pieces.
17?
Yeah.
Work that out.
Good luck splitting that.
And that's where I go out of game and use a good old calculator. Is it going to be like, how many of us are there?
6.
It's going to be like 1 point something.
Oh, 7 if you count Grey Cloud.
That's good.
I mean, Grey Cloud doesn't have his own pocket money, does he?
I keep it for him.
Okay.
Basically,
It's
everyone's
like
getting
2,
3 except 1.
3 gold.
Yep.
After this, should we go and find Simp, see what the hell he wants with us?
Yep.
Can
I'd
be.
like to meet the guy that saved my life.
Yes, would be good to actually properly thank him.
He is safe, right? I mean, like he's not
He
going
hasn't seemed hostile.
He seems pretty powerful though, to be fair. And then we dealt with them guards.
We shouldn't really.
Do you
Cross
know
him.
where this actually is? Like, where are we?
No.
No.
When he took us out, we were straight here.
There are
It's a
no
lot of
windows.
power.
There
There are no windows.
Sounds a lot like a dungeon.
Yes.
Ah,
So we are prisoners. Or...
Potentially, but he says he has a job.
I mean, the guy's left the door open. There's no lock on the door.
I go over to the door, I open it, and just sort of
It's
look
just
both ways.
clear corridor. You just see the flickering sconces on the walls.
Doesn't look like we're imprisoned.
No windows in the corridors either.
No.
Doesn't.
It's looking more like we're in prison.
In a maze.
Welcome to my labyrinth.
Is it just like a straight corridor?
It seems to have paths at either side.
When we were in the lab, did it look like he experimented on people?
Just blood on the side.
You didn't get the idea of that, no.
Okay. That's good. I mean, which way should we go? Are we looking for Simp or?
Let's just go back to his lab. I was there. So
I'll just shout, Simp! Simp!
When in doubt, always go left.
yeah.
No sense.
Okay, as you turn left, you just hear him rushing up on the right-hand side. Hear a door open and like... Yes, what is it? Are you all awake now?
I know.
Well, it's nice to meet you all.
It's lovely meeting you.
Likewise.
Put a heavy hand on his shoulder. Thanks for saving us.
Come on. I'm guessing we should talk through the fine print, I guess.
Yes.
Just a quick question before we do that.
Yes.
Where are we?
Well, this is my home. This is my laboratory and my home. Yes.
Yes, I mean the others have shared that fact, but you know, they also said we came in through a light. I don't recall ever travelling that way before.
Yes. To be honest, it happens strangely. I've always found that every time there's like a heavy fog or the sea mist comes in, there's always a break in space somewhere that allows you to just enter in and, well, here we are.
And enter into your house.
Yes.
There's a break when the sea
mist comes in, yes.
and it goes to your house.
Sometimes other places, but I've not quite understood it yet, to be honest. But it's something that I'm looking into.
Oh, I imagined with you having one of those laboratories that it was some kind of potion that maybe you'd made up yourself that did that.
Potion. I don't quite deal in potions as such.
You know, sciencey stuff or whatever.
Oh yes, yes. I'm not really much of a medicine person, or a herbalist, or whatever you call it. But I do like the intrigue of trying to unravel the mystics of the world, such as just like looks towards you.
I'm gonna get right in his face and go, listen, you leave that child alone.
I mean, I wasn't going to do anything.
Damn right you weren't.
Okay.
Rage.
I'm just gonna look at Storm, give him a little nod.
I just have questions, that's all.
Those two to deal with.
I have many questions about lots of things. I'm just so.
I have many questions also, like how does a crack form in fog? I thought fog was just fog.
Well, I
There are
thought exactly
cracks.
the same, but things happen. Strange things do happen every now and then. You never seen this? I've seen it plenty of times.
Not gonna go in fog anymore.
So if sea mist causes a crack to happen into your house, you must be full of poor fish every other day, just jumping out, little buggers.
And the sea badges.
Oh.
There's no such thing as sea badgers, mate. Where have you heard that?
You said
Pawpaw fish everywhere. I'm telling you.
He definitely said
I-
sea
I-
badgers, right?
I haven't heard of or seen any of these paw
Well, you don't
fish.
want to have a pawpaw in fog. Or they'll be in your lab.
Right. Well, I'll just try and close it as quickly as possible. I'm not really sure how it works.
Do you get many intruders through the sea mist and so forth?
Well, no, usually it's just myself. Like I said, it doesn't always come here. I mean, it rarely shows up, to be honest.
Where is here? Are we still in Kosarin port or?
Yes, of course.
Okay, whereabouts? In like which quad and where are we? You say
I
this
mean-
is your home, but we don't know where your home is, you know.
I mean, we're just on the outskirts, near the. Well,
Never pawpaws?
Not fish.
No, not the fish. The actual pawpaw trees.
I've never heard of these fish before.
No. Ignore the fish. Like, ignore that. Forget about the fish. Pawpaw fruit.
Do these grow in the sea then?
What's the pawpaw? The pawpaw fish? I mean, Storm, that's your go-to
I mean,
guy.
they don't. You know how fish ain't grown, mate. I don't know. But these fish ones, you go out for a good catch, you accidentally have a pawpaw with you, they flop up and they try and get your pawpaws, and it's just the worst fish. Pawpaw fish.
Oh, right, so it's more of like a bait than the actual thing being.
No, it's a fish.
Completely.
Okay.
But
Well, we're near the Veradum market.
do I know where that is?
You would know it's on the outskirts of the city.
Like north, south, or
That's not that we went to before.
No. Not far off, though. You'd know it's not far away from the Orden market, which is where you got the pawpaw from.
So just another quick one. Why doesn't your house have windows?
Because this is the ground floor. I can't have windows on the ground floor.
Oh, makes sense.
So this isn't like some kind of weird dungeon type thing where you've kept us as your little guinea pigs or something.
Well, I don't want anyone peering in on my workings. So
You
no.
didn't answer. I feel like you kind of danced around
Guinea pig.
the guinea pig and the dungeon aspect. You can.
Well, if you're wanting to test out anything, that's
No.
absolutely fine.
No.
Sure.
So anyway, these fine prints that you speak of.
Find something you like.
Storm. If he goes weird, Alan from the left, you hit him from the right.
So yes, this fine print.
Just getting our weapons ready.
Just test his perception here.
Keep going.
What were you saying?
So this fine print that you speak of.
Oh, yes. Oh, here. I
Over
mean,
to you.
Oh, well, let's get out of the corridor anyway. Do take a... Come into the lab and do take a seat. Sort of like guide you to like a
Can I
table
insight this
with,
guy?
with a few chairs around.
I have several questions, and I would like to insight as well.
Make insight
Like,
checks.
does he plan to have us as guinea pigs?
Well-
That's my main question.
There's no step into the lounge or anything like straight into the
Yeah,
lab.
that's like very good.
He doesn't strike me as the kind of guy who has a lounge.
20.
Let's sit on the beanbag.
21.
Sorry.
9.
Okay. You have no idea.
Well, shit.
You get the vague feeling that
21.
he is just very happy and eccentric.
Mhm.
Other than that, you have no idea if he's gonna try and force anything upon you, or if he's totally in it for just himself, or what he has planned in general. You get barely a reading from this guy.
Yeah. Cool.
That last crew turned him down though, and they were shady.
Yeah.
Like,
Could we possibly go to a room with a window?
And a door, maybe.
I mean, there's a door. We walked through the door to get into the laboratory. The windows. We'd have to go to the floor up for that.
We don't mind.
I know,
If
but
you wanted
I mean,
to
we would-
leave, then you'd have to come back down just to get out.
we could possibly do with maybe some sustenance also. Could purchase some food from you maybe.
No, we're fine. We'll eat at the tavern.
Much of a cut.
Fine.
to be
Purchase some
honest.
food nearby maybe.
So I'll be patting you on the shoulder going, yes.
You're free to go whenever, but I would really like to make a bit of a bond here. I mean, if we could just talk for a little bit, take a seat.
I'll
going
go
well.
in. I'm going in. I'll
I'll
go
go-
in and sit down.
Okay.
Going in the same time.
Wherever there's. I'll
So
sit
there's
at the table.
a few chairs around the
Does it
table.
look like he's like placed for chairs, like ready for us? Like,
No, they do look like they're
Okay.
just completely haphazard.
that's fine.
Some of them.
Just sort of lean on my axe. Just talking to him. Handle up, obviously, not the
Okay.
other way around. Just
Alright, as you do that, he just like sort of like points out and just with yours, just don't press the button there on the side of the chair.
Oh dear.
Just don't press that at all, okay?
what does it do?
Well, it's if you need to get out of an area fast, but I mean there's a stone ceiling in here, so I just wouldn't. Okay.
Is that just going to launch him?
straight into the pond fish tank.
Yeah.
Can I switch chairs with someone? Because I won't press it, but you've just told us not to press it, and
Marrow's gonna press.
we'll probably press the button.
You look
I'll switch
around
seats.
and like all the seats are taken, so
Oh.
I'm just going to stand far away from all of the chairs. I'm going to go to the other side of the room. Try and control Marrows when I press the button.
Shouldn't have told me that.
okay, that's fine. That's fine. Well, let's talk a little bit of business then, shall we? So, I have a good understanding of how things work around here. I've been here many years. I also have been struggling a little bit with all of my creations against, well, I'm guessing you can probably guess who against. What I was wondering is if I could have you as like informants of sorts, because you seem to get yourselves in all sorts of situations and predicaments. I mean, you've barely been here a few days from what I imagine.
I mean, I've lived here pretty much a lot of my life.
You should really be warning them to do things differently.
Why? It's part of the fun. What should I be telling them to do differently?
When you're unconscious when they dragged you through.
Oh, yes.
Same with the button thing. If you tell us not to do something,
Mm.
probably going to go and do it.
Right, well, you should probably be a little bit more careful around here. And if you're going to get yourselves in ridiculous situations, you should probably do a little bit of outsourcing, which is what I'm trying to do here.
So you're going to give us a job and you want us to outsource as well?
I want you to be, a little... exploratory. So, I have many informants all over the city, and I have ways of distributing my goods without causing any issues or problems with Gizmotic. But they often have the upper hand on things, and, well, there's a few things that I'd like to keep my ear open for, as well as, well, I have many like gift-like contraptions that I can pay you with in regards to other things, such as power sources, which is a big thing that I'm missing out on. And, well, with the show the other day, with the new methods.
Was it a fire charge or something?
Yes, I found that just extraordinary.
So, you are competing with Gizmotic, or did you hire a poor man to kind of, get rid of Mr. Gizmotic himself?
I mean, I haven't hired anyone recently. Like I said, I may just have
recently.
informants, but no, I don't know who. Why? Paw again?
Paw.
Seem to be all surrounding the pawpaws. That's what we came to the conclusion of anyway.
Yes.
I was going to say though, for as far as informants go, a man like yourself needs to be careful. I imagine he's quite slenderly built. Looks like there's not a lot going on with him.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll say because the AAA are around here. Now, for someone like me and Storm, it's not as much of a problem. But for someone of your stature, they could cause you a few problems. You don't want to get caught.
Well, hence why I keep myself secluded. I only make friends when necessary, and I have a little bit of, well, I always ensure that I have a little bit of an upper hand. Things just tend to work out most of the time, so I'm not too worried in regards to other people. I've lived here plenty of years already.
So what makes it necessary for you to outsource this time? Like, why were you trying to get the other group and then us? Like, what was your
Well,
necessary component?
like I said, I really would like to get my hands on some of these contraptions that allow for energy to course through them.
So when you say you want us to be informants, what you mean is, can we rob you some stuff from Gizmotic? Because that's a more expensive job.
Then your life.
You're going to kill us if we don't?
Yeah.
I thought this was some kind of agreement.
I mean,
I'm going to start picking
I've
up my axe and
already
just put it on my
saved
shoulder.
you.
Yes, and that was a very nice thing for a stranger to do for us. We're very
It was,
grateful.
Which is exactly why I'd like you to, keep your eyes and ears out for me. And if you come into anything, then you can tell me. And then, as I stated before, I have trinkets here and there, maybe some of interest, so...
See, this is very interesting because we have actually been kind of approached by Gizmotic themselves to maybe do a little bit of research into the person who tried to attack Gizmotic. And
Well, this sounds
Gizmotic has a
perfect.
whole shop, So technically, we could get paid with their gear rather than yours.
Or
Or,
both at the same time.
Can
I mean-
And you're
How
getting
good-
close to them.
how good is your tech?
I mean, do you want to press the button?
I'll press Storm's one.
I need you just to make a dexterity saving throw.
We die instantly, mate.
Oh no.
Well, I'm not going to succeed, but I'll see what it is. 6.
A 6, okay. I mean, you fail.
I'm sorry. It's just because you're next to me. Press my own.
Alright. As the hand reaches down, and there's just this, brass metallic button. You just hear this, and as soon as you hear it, you like look down, and these coils of springs just launch the chair that you're sat on straight up into the air as you try and dive out of the way and just slam into the ceiling. The back of the chair just splinters and shatters.
Can I try and catch him? Oh, shit.
I mean, you're on the opposite side of the room,
yeah,
aren't
running
you?
over.
Yeah, you try and get there in time. It's a bit too late. He's bang and hit the ground. You take 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
14.
Yeah, this was powerful.
Sorry, buddy.
Okay, with my hands
You see
up.
just these coiled springs as the chair like rests back down on the floor.
To be honest, that fight hurt less than that did.
Well, there you go. If you're having a bad, let's say, a meeting with someone and want to get rid of them, or opposite way round, you want to escape quickly, I'd say try and have an open, I wouldn't do that.
No, I don't think I will do it again. To be fair, can I
But I do have some other things as well.
sleight of handly click the parrot again and be like, so you want us to spy on Gizmo Tink because you want his stuff. That's what you're hiring us for. I'm gonna try and goad you into telling me while I'm recording
Yes.
Make a sleight of hand.
it.
Mm.
Oh God,
Do you have an advantage
10.
or anything?
10. That's with a terrible roll. So.
Okay. As you get out this device and try and do it subtly, he immediately catches on and just oh my, what is that? Is that one of theirs? Can I have a look at it, please?
Just gonna drop it back in my pocket and be like, so, oh God, my head. And just walk off.
I that was very impressive with the chair thing, but did it have the same smoothness as maybe a Gizmo Tink product, or was it very makeshift and clunky, or?
It was extremely smooth up until the point of it splintering into the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
it kind of matched up with Gizmo Tink's.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Gizmoting people showed me an interesting weapon. I mean, it was far too complicated for me, but we can provide you information on what he's making, if that helps. He made this sort of massive great axe, but then with the turn of a cog or a lever, it then separated into different weapons. And then with a cronk, it just
Yes,
came
I've
back together.
seen that in their in the showroom, isn't it?
It's quite heavy, even for me.
Yes. It was rather impressive, I must say.
I feel like the same thing could be replicated with a bit of rope, to be honest, but it's just me.
I'd say you have to put in the work to be able to get back out of with the correct materials. You can create something very good.
Rope. You just untie the knot. Another weapon. I was thinking about starting my own because it seems easy enough.
Yeah.
Maybe you could help him make his own.
Do you have any rope?
I have some better materials than rope, I've got to say. But I mean, this. If you're looking for weapons, if that's your incentive, then I mean, I made this. Just let me. And he just runs on over to this chest as he sort of opens it up and drags out quite a sizable chest. Drags out this long sword, quite sleek. You can see there's a few things around the actual hilt of it that seem to it seems to have a vial of sorts connected to it, as well as a few other little things that seem to be encased in something quite solid but protective over the hand as well. And he just sort of like draws it, and you watch him like flick his hand up, and this little lid sort of as a small bit of this liquid starts to pour over, and he right, and all you've got to do is and you just watch him press this button, and this little click happens as the whole blade just ignites in flame.
That's a pretty cool sword.
That's
Very impressive, is it not?
Do you have to refill that vial up each time?
Yes.
with oil or?
Yes.
Oh, I've got my alchemy jug.
Ah.
I mean, you'd be sacrificing my choice for the day, but you know.
But I mean, I could even do it on that thing if you wanted. You need bigger, like, much bigger vat of oil, but...
I like the sound of that. Could you also make the blade spin?
Oh,
like some sort of rotary system. I like that. That'd be a challenge. Yes.
Think of the devastation a spinning flaming axe can do.
Just get it on a bit of rope. Just spin it right.
It's more like a...
Rope isn't always the solution. Have a bit of finesse.
I
Oh,
think
damn it.
Also, rope and fire might not go too well together.
You're on, Simp. I'll spy on Gizbatink if you can make me a flaming spinning axe.
Well, I thought we said, you know, the life saving and such is the like a little bit of spying here and there, and just tell me.
I mean, we did not ask you to save us.
So that means you're going to make me a flaming spinning axe for free.
Oh,
What a guy!
that's so
surely
lovely.
you've appreciated it though.
Oh yes, very much so, but we did not ask you. So it is very rude for you to expect us to then do something for you when out of the kindness of your heart you saved us.
Well, I just wanted a little bit of information and to make a bond.
I will
Oh,
give
that's
you
fine, but you can make
15
bonds without
gold.
that.
and my services for a flaming spinning axe.
Well,
Seems like a fair deal to me.
how about if you can gather any intel or such, and if you come across any of these treasures, then if you gather a few together, maybe I could make something even better.
Better than a flaming spinning axe.
I mean, you saw the explosion the other day. I mean, just think of the devastation.
That'd be pretty cool to hit that orky bitch with. I like that.
Yeah.
But I want these charges.
How do we know that you are not going to, I don't know, let's say blow up the city or something? I mean, this is my home.
Can you blow up the rest of the city? Just not Shade's home.
I like my little abode.
Whereabouts do you live?
Ah, so
How would I?
So you are planning to blow up the city. You just need to know where my home is.
I mean, if
Ah, I see right through you.
well, I was actually just trying to find out a little bit of intel,
What about
but
where I live? You stalker, you.
well, not so much. Mainly of the other group, actually, if you think about it. I just bumped into you. Luckily for you, though.
Well, other group ain't here anymore, so
We killed some of them.
most of them.
No, he's talking about the group with the orc.
Oh! Oh, okay. Yeah, no. I didn't kill those, but I would have done if I was awake.
So I think what my friends are trying to say is, yes, of course, we can help you.
That
in
would
any
be
way
lovely.
with intel, etc. For in exchange for saving our lives. If we are successful and we can bring you some
Well, it's
things back.
that would be absolutely wonderful. I would be able to make so many different things, and I'd definitely make you whatever you desired in that regard.
So I say it's, it's only polite.
Is it? I don't understand. I mean, we did not ask for his help.
We did not, but it's so,
I would never
I would
expect
appreciate
something
the
of
help.
Do you want my axe now or later?
Probably best to keep hold of it.
I would keep
could use
hold of
something
it
else.
for now, just because. I mean, like we said, the little deal. If you bring me something of brilliance, then I can return the favour. No,
You just drop
Mutual-
off your,
mutual
you
thing.
just
Who are your
drop off your
friends?
axe when.
my friends.
Yes. You live in the city. Who are you friendly with?
Well, I have informants all over. I wouldn't say I'm so much friends with anyone as such.
Do you know Oliver?
I don't believe I know of an Oliver very well.
Oh, he's a lovely guy. Lives in the locksmith area.
He is 28 years old. His favorite color is gold. And he had some crushing debt back in his past, but he's refound himself with the locksmith. That's some intel for you. You are welcome. Our job here is done.
Spinny
Well,
axe.
mainly on
Spinny axe.
on-
We
on-
gave
on-
you some intel.
on gizmoting
Oliver
as
is
we
very important.
requested.
He's
You know,
very, very important.
Gizmoting? You've heard of them? No?
Of course, I mean, who hasn't?
You said you lived here?
Yes.
So, yeah. Well, that's the deal, isn't it?
I just still don't understand why we are helping him. Yes, he saved us, but we did not ask for him. It makes no sense in my brain.
I would like a spinny axe, so I'm very happy to do whatever I've got to do to get a spinny
I
axe.
think it's safe to say that without him, we wouldn't be sat here having this argument.
No way to prove that.
Well,
I don't
not
know,
only
she
that,
was definitely intent on killing us.
but, you know, I mean, you aren't exactly the most favourable people right now. Especially,
I'm very favorable.
well,
I have many friends.
in the broker quad, I can say that definitely ruffled a few feathers at the very least.
That is only one quad, though. There are many in the city. We just avoid that quad.
I think our debt's repaid. They've not got our lives, but he's got his wife back,
Yeah.
so he'll forget about it.
I'm not going to forget about it. She called me a disgrace. Her head's coming off.
Okay.
Fucking disgrace.
Just so I can wrap my head
Just
around it a
when
little
you're going
bit.
to do
So
it, make it at the
you
right
came
time.
out of nowhere, saved our
Not
lives,
immediately.
and now you are
I
asking
promise
us to
everything.
do you a favor?
As long as you can, keep your eyes and ears open for any interesting news in the city
And
that
it's
I might
only
be
about
privy to.
Gizmoting.
Well, I mean, I do frequent other details, but mainly those that
But
I can use to my advantage.
you said you have other informants.
Yes.
Why do you need more? Are they not informing you about Gizmoting? Like, what is
Well,
the benefit of us? Because, like you said, a lot of people here are new to
Well-
the city.
I
How are we going to get the intel?
I hear many things, so I like to keep my options open. And if I have the presentation of making new friends when someone else has turned me down whilst being able to help, then I will take that opportunity.
Okay, to get me on board, you must give me a little bit of intel. What is something interesting about Gizmoting? You've had informants tell you things? No? What is something you have found?
Their first child has run away.
That is interesting. Would I have known that at all? Is that very, very new information?
You don't know that?
Oh.
I'm going to stand up, walk over to Simp, put my hand out, shake his if he sticks it out, and I'm going to go. Info for Spinny Axe. Sounds good to me?
And if you need, well, anything in return, I'm a big fan of things like, the thing in your bag and such. So if you need any information, I can always provide a little bit. if enticed.
Information. I mean, I think we've got all the information we need right now. Find stuff about Gizmo Tink, tell
now.
you. Find objects. Get things made.
Is this place easy to find? If we need to contact you?
Just going fog, isn't it?
I mean, then you're dependent on the
Like I said, it's quite a rare occurrence. I wouldn't guarantee that, but I mean, you're always more than welcome to knock on.
I'm gonna wander over to Storm, whisper in his ear and say, should we ask about that brass place? If he knows things.
There's a lot of gold. That's for us.
True. Plus many axes.
Okay, so there's no time frame that you need. It's just if and when we find information.
Like I said, I like to have a lot of informants. I saw the opportunity, as well as an opportunity to screw over the people that, screwed me over. And
How did they screw you over?
Well,
I thought
they-
they just said no to your job,
they
which is
denied
fair.
me.
That's fair. That's not screwing you over.
Well,
Can I insight check him? Like, is he covering something bigger up that they did do?
roll insight.
Out of interest. I think that's a 16.
16. Okay. Still difficult to read. You have the idea that he is being quite forthright with everything. He doesn't seem to be one to hide much behind misplaced words.
Okay.
As opposed to just completely ignore the topic.
Yeah.
From what you can gather. That's
Cool.
about as much as you can get.
Could I ask for a gadget?
I mean, if you have the money or information or requests,
I will get intel.
Of course. What is it that you desire?
I would like to taste.
Oh,
Can you make a taste module?
But you asked for the pawpaw flavoured drink.
my heart.
You cannot taste.
Hello.
To be honest, I've never worked on anything like that before, but I mean, it is definitely within my skill set to explore the opportunity and such.
That is great news.
I'll ask around and see what I can do about it. If you get me something in regards to payment, whether it's gold information or something to power my magnificent devices, that would be an overpayment, that one. I could make you something much better. Or perhaps
Smell.
something each.
Smell.
Just go through all the senses.
Touch.
I can't feel.
I'd like to be able to go to the toilet, please.
I only have
Go
two
to the bathroom.
senses. Okay, so which way's the way out?
I will show you, don't worry. I'm not a terrible host, you know.
Where's nearest
Sorry
safe
about your
tavern?
head, by the way.
That's not your fault, is it?
What?
Where's nearest safe tavern? That they might not look for us.
Oh, I mean, I'd probably lay low for a good while, especially avoiding the broker quad. They may even have other people out looking for you. I'd keep it very low. You're more than welcome to to stay here if you want. But of course I'll understand if you want to find somewhere else. But I'd stay on the outskirts of the city.
After seeing what happened with the chair, while this conversation is going on, I'm going to open the door that we came through. I'm going to lay the chair flat on the ground and try and sit on it with my legs in the air and go and see how far I go down the corridor.
So you're like leaning back slowly, or you're lying
I'm
flat
on the floor
ground?
with my legs in the air, and I'm going to press the button and go down the corridor. Yeah.
Okay, alright. I mean, it's not like a jet propelled thing, it's more of like a spring system.
Oh no!
So when you do so, let's just roll and see.
And this is
Okay.
he's got a load of traps up the corridor. Every single one.
Alright.
Bunch of guillotine.
It sort of jams into the ground slightly, on like a few loose stone tiles, as two of the propelling systems from this just spring and ring outwards as you press the button, and you're just launched. It takes you about 6-10 meters down the corridor, and the chair sort of like it goes with you part way, and then you're just launched as it sort of like upends because of the whole force of not being equal, and it just slams into the ground multiple times on the way forward as you rocket down the corridor.
That's impressive.
I guess Mero got the better of him for that one.
Stand up, stretch. That was awesome. We need more of these. Forget the whole gizmotink thing. Just make these.
Oh, you really like them, do you?
Yeah, that was amazing.
I thought it'd be, I mean, useful for any situation, really, especially one at meetings, especially if you don't like the individual or something.
Have you used these before on people you don't like?
I don't often get many visitors, so
Well, we're very honored that you didn't use it on any of us.
it was quite a spectacle, though.
He didn't use it on any of us,
No.
did he?
No, you didn't use such a good host.
Just looking at you with a big grin on his
It's like
face.
blood coming out.
Oh, you've got a little bit of blood. There you go.
Well, should we? Are you wanting to lay low or lay low outside?
I mean, I have my own home, so...
Down the corridor,
Oh,
just
we
here.
could all go yours.
I mean, my place is a little bit small. It's a one-bedroom place.
Down the corridor, you're just here. Beer! So walking back towards.
Beer at Jade's.
I mean, we can have beer at mine, but it's a little compact. How many people can I fit?
I mean, you can fit everyone in,
Not sleeping.
but not sleeping.
right?
I mean, if you are, it's going to be like sleepover, like piled on top of each other.
I mean, you can, it's just, I live a very simple life, you know?
Oh, we've already set off.
Okay, I mean, where are you going? You don't know where I live.
As I'm walking, I'm like, beer. And then I don't really mind where I sleep. We'll stop at yours, Jade, if you're happy for us to, or I'll come back to Simp's.
Yes, certainly.
Obviously, I think it's going to be a good idea that we, kind of stick to the shadows, or so to speak. I mean, we don't want to be, making any disturbances. Well, we're supposed to be,
No.
well, maybe being looked for. I think Sim has a good idea on that.
We do need to be outside to gather intel, though.
Exactly. And taverns are one of the best places to get some intel.
Is there a place where Gizmotink employees specifically go?
I mean, if you go to which court is it? Do you know? Lord Marilyn Court. That's the Gizmotink kind of area. You know, if you go to, I mean, if we went back to the shop and found the nearest tavern, it might be after they finish their day job, they go for a few drinks.
Might be the best place to go.
Maybe.
I think maybe we should wait till tomorrow.
Oh, I could do with a sleep.
Yeah. Drink and a sleep first.
Are we not in the early hours of the afternoon? Or?
Oh yeah, we've got a lot of drinking
Sleep,
today.
yeah.
Okay, but when you say drink, we're not just saying one drink.
No.
No, okay, good. Whew,
You
I
just
thought
had
you
one
was-
drink.
I mean,
Just depends how many you've got in.
you get some visitors to the city. They are very limited in how much they drink.
Simp, is there anywhere around here where we could get some ale, potentially bring it back?
Bring it back. Yeah.
Yeah, are you staying here? Okay.
I mean like I said, the Verdu market is just not too far off. You'll be able to hear it as soon as you get
But is it a
outside.
good idea that we go there? That's the question.
Well, if all that you're doing is getting a few drinks and coming back, I'd just send one of you, the most inconspicuous.
I'll go.
Oh God.
I do not agree with this. I mean, I've lived here.
Start walking around opening doors for the exit.
It's not in the.
I'll go with you if you want to go.
Okay.
Yes.
We could maybe get disguises.
Gonna look at the 7-foot Samani with glowing red eyes. It's been pretty big, pretty good disguise. You are horrifying.
My feelings.
I thought you couldn't feel. I mean, it's a good thing, you know.
Put my socks on.
Anyway, booze.
Let's go.
And food.
We'll get some of that too.
Yeah.
Sim, is there anything you'd recommend at the market? We had turtle before. That was quite good.
Well, I don't think you'll find much turtle at this market. More inland. Well, everything really. Vegetables, cattle. You know, all sorts really.
Sounds good.
Horse?
Potentially, maybe a few. You're probably best for more exotic going further north.
Is anyone a particularly good cook?
I mean, I cook at my own sometimes.
I was gonna say I used to be able to roast a few things.
Oh. I mean,
I'm sure we can do things between us.
Yes, certainly. I mean, I probably won't be staying here anyway. I will go back to my own.
You'll be staying for some food and drinks.
Oh
though,
yes,
right?
yes. Don't get me wrong.
Well-
Food and drinks, yes.
If you need absolutely anything, I'll be able to, sort you out as such. Like if you need something to heat food and such, I've got plenty of things that'll be able to, well, burn anything really.
Well, shall we go? Yes.
Axe on my back. Pick the chair up right.
Ooh.
Okay. All right. So, with the rest of the plans for today being mainly going out to the market, buying a shed load of food and drink,
Yeah.
coming
Yeah.
back invited to Simps,
Yeah.
and then just getting smashed
And
Yep.
eating a lot
Yeah.
of
and
food.
eating a load of food in
And then I'll
celebration of
stagger
life.
home.
And then you're going to be going
Staggering
home
off.
later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully they won't find you at.
No, you'll be fine.
Alright, so I think what we'll do there is we'll say that we'll conclude this whole day with you getting some food, some nice drinks,
And obviously entertainment.
entertainment
Yeah.
as well,
Yeah.
few ales, bit of vodka. All goes down well as you start making your way home, and everyone starts to pull out the sleeping bags in Simp's spare room, his storage room that you've been kindly invited to stay in. You can just hear like tinkering away next door, like a few explosions and bits of hammering. Not the best place to go to sleep after a heavy night's drinking, but we'll round off the session and start in the morning. And we'll also have you all level up as well.
Yay!
Just to let you know, remember I don't sleep, so I will be staring at you all.
Not
So
me.
we get a long rest
Not
then?
me at
You do get a long rest,
Yes.
Yay!
Lovely.
Nice.
And a level up.
More complicated for me than all of the rest of you. This may take
Bring
me
a new
day.
book in next week.
yeah. Okay. Alright, well, many things could have happened in that session.
Yeah. That could have gone so many different ways.
Oh yeah.
It could have.
We could have died.
Oh, 100%.
Could have died.
I thought we were going to die when we literally all failed the investigation
Oh,
check.
I am not finding anything useful.
That was just sad.
Just staring at the floor like there's nothing here.
What are we trying to find?
I like the idea of Doctor just walking straight through, his head spinning,
Yeah.
like just non-stop looking for things. One direction.
Yeah.
Grey cloud panicking. Just flying around.
Well, the thing we need to find though is what Shade had.
That's true.
So, yeah, that was the one thing.
And I screwed you guys over by finding it.
To be fair, we still have the documents. We can
Yeah.
still use it.
Yeah, we've got this potential job of 500 gold pieces.
Ooh, yes.
That's pretty nice.
And that's where we'll start next week.
Woo!
So, thank you for watching, and we will be back at the same time next week.
Well, indeed.
So, hope you enjoyed it, and see you then.
Bye!
Bye-bye.
Bye.